Hey there, welcome to the next part of today's lesson, which is just an application of the basic recognition of the parts of a works cited entry. If you're not sure, based on your recollection of the Edpuzzle video, well, you're in luck. So, for example, to select the article title in this works cited entry, and you say, I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't have coffee this morning. So when I watched that video, I remember some stuff, but not this. Okay, fair enough. Well, if you click at the beginning now, you have to do it at the beginning because this disappears once you answer a certain number of questions correctly. So, and click Learn with an example. Select the book title in this works cited entry, which is the same type of question. And it lets me know, okay, here are the 9 core elements of a citation. So essentially it's going to ask you to identify author, title of source, title of container, other contributors, version, number, publisher, publication date, location, date of access. It seems like a lot, but in actuality, it's usually pretty easy to figure out what's what because it's always the same, like the same order, more or less. So it gives you an example in a book. We have author, title, source, publisher, publication date. So Austen Jane, so Jane Austen, title of the source, Pride and Prejudice, who published it, Dover Publications, when, 1995. So, and some of these you'll know because obviously if it's a date, what can it be here? It can only be what? Publication date or date of access, right? They're formatted differently. They come at different places. So hopefully you know date of access. Date of access is always at the end, and it has this accessed on part versus the publication date, which does not. And then there's an explanation about what each element is. The video more or less covers that, but you can pop back to this if you need a refresher. So I'm going to do a few examples here. Article title. So I know this is not an article title, it's the author. 30 million gallons under the sea. That sure sounds like the title. Harper's Magazine. That's the container, right? Not the source. And then we have a date, a publication, location. So I'm going to go ahead and select this, and that better be right, and it is right. Thank goodness. Select the poem title. Oh no, it's a poem. Well, it's still the same concept though. It's a title. So we have author, the night, the porch. Sure sounds like a poem title to me, and it is. And then we have the container, which is the collection probably that it comes from. We have other contributors. We have date of publication and location. So I'm going to go ahead and click that and move forward. Date of access. Well, I know right now date of access always comes where? At the end. Accessed on. And you see that accessed on. Now it does say date of access. So don't click on accessed on. Click on the date. There you go. Select the website name. Oh no, what do I do? Well, we don't have an author this time, but we have this first part is generally going to be the source title, right? So the website name, a website's always going to be a container, right? It's not the information, it's where you found the information, what you found the information in. So I'm going to click this, and National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, that's a governmental author in this case, and you can see also it's trying to trick you here a little bit because the website is in there, but the website name is this right here. Select the book title. Oh, we know this one already. Not a problem. Article title, same thing as if you were dealing with a book. Publication date. I know that in this case there's no confusion because there's no access on date. It's this one right here. Select the publisher. Uh-oh, I don't know what to do. Well, remember the author always comes first, right? So that's all this. This is actually, I guess, a little tricky because this right here is actually the title. You can tell it's a book because it's italicized. And then you would think, is this the author? No, author always comes here. So the publisher must be this. And then this is the publication date. Select the book title. Come on, that's not even a challenge. Select the poem title. Again, not a challenge. Publication date. I know that it's access dates at the end. This is not. select the author's last name. A little tricky, I guess. The last name is always put first for the purposes of putting things in alphabetical order. Select the date of publication. Okay, this one's a little tricky because we do have a second date, which is the access on date. But I know, once again, that the date of publication is going to come before that. So I'm going to put it right here, and it's going to be correct. Page title. Oh, that's, again, a little bit tricky. But this is the title, right? We want the page title. This is the website URL. This is going to be the website page title is my guess, but actually I could be wrong. Let me see, page title. That is the container. This is the title, the page title with no author. So that one's a bit tricky, but that's why it's all the way up here at 78. Author's first name, trying to trick me again, and it says who is Jane Goodall, right? As the author's, or not the author's first name, but a first name in there. Again, a little tricky, but not a lot. So you get the idea. We worked all the way up to 83 here together. So if you need a refresher, remember, look, I can't click the refresher at this point. Click for the refresher before you get, in my case, I'm essentially all the way through with the assignment. So click the refresher first before you move on. And if you do get stuck, then you have the video as a resource, and you also, if you looked at the example, then you have that as a resource too. And of course, you have me as a resource if you get stuck. All right, I hope this helps. On to the last part of the assignment.